so dang. I had this thing straight up and the garbage can moved and the thing started falling over and I didn't get it on tape. The guy drove by and everything and it was hilarious. Anyways, so I did a bad job of not filming this today while I was making it. But what I did do was I finished off the edges with this 1/2 inch aluminum angle iron. In hindsight, I actually will probably put 1 inch on there next time. But for now, this looks really good. It will look like that when we do it. But of course, we've talked about putting the straps on it. That's the last thing we'll do on it. And I got to figure out how to do that still. So still a work in progress. But the cool part is, so yeah, we added it on both sides. And actually this sandwiched the metal underneath like that. The flashing was pretty easy to work with. It was pretty thin. It didn't fold super easy. I probably could have folded it better. The only problem is there's a little bit of bubbles in this, and that's what I talk about with having a full sheet going this way. You lose those bubbles. But again, this is a home haunt. This is not supposed to be a real table. This is pretty damn good for making a table out of absolutely nothing. So these little, buttons here are all 3D printed from Ty from Coffin Park Cemetery in Wiley. He 3D printed these for me. And so I stuck them on with shoe glue because I didn't have any E6000. But really probably any paint, any glue would have worked. But this stuff is probably, these are never going to come off. These are on hard. So I spaced those out on there. I did not put any on the top or the bottom because you're not going to see them. I do have some extras in case, but these are all on there. I like how it looks. And it kind of goes with the little screws, sure, I'm not happy about having screws on there, but I even though I could have went this way, and that's why I'm saying a 1 inch probably would be better, because then you could put a real good size screw in there and not have them on this side at all, and you could get them in this way. Obviously cut your wood better than I did. The other thing that I added was these cool little things up here. And these are from Walmart. You can actually get them right now in the $3 spot, or the dollar spot. I'm going to put a video up real quick on Facebook about these because I want people to get them now if they're thinking about doing any Frankenstein lab stuff, because these things are really cool. They come in a 2-pack, like a 2-hump one, and then this 3 one, and they're green and purple, but obviously I painted them silver. I am going to put EL wire on these, so that it has some light up there as well. And then this will obviously be flanked by 2 of the bigger, by some things. It'll be either flanked by a bubble tube and a power tower or something like that, electrical tower. But yeah, so angle iron, flashing, wood, underlayment is the base of the actual table, and then those things are $3 up there from Walmart. I'm going to make this will be the base. They're cut so that they come down to the ground the right way. And then I'll put that board in between them. And then those 2 boards will go from the base back to this piece here. But I'm going to do that later when it's getting ready to put it up into the actual space. So as soon as I'm done with the EL wire and putting this all up, I will take a last minute video of all of that. But so this slab is pretty much ready to go for photos. I gotta make the straps to go over the people. So other than that, all right. So the last thing that we did tonight, I'm adding on to the current vlog that I was about to start editing. We added these 2x4s. The original idea was we were always going to put 2x4s, but out of foam on these. These are ready to go. That one is that one's shorter, and that one's way shorter. You can actually tell it's not even hitting the ground, but there'll be a desk in front of it. This stuff will have stuff in front of it, but nobody's going to see the floor anyways. This one goes floor to ceiling. Is really cool. So we are going to put some wood around the framing of the door once the door's in. We'll put some framing around that just to make it look like a door. I probably will also try to cut some pieces to put into the corners. I don't know if I'm going to find gross 2x4s. I've got some wood in the back there that's kind of good, but it's not as old looking as this, so I need to look at that and see what it looks like. Worst case, it's really hard to paint this wood, like some nice wood. It's really hard to paint that color, to get that aging on there, but I can probably find some some stain or something, but it's really hard to get that natural look like that without leaving it out there for several months. I do have some more fence boards in the backyard that I can actually probably piece together, rip them in half to make 2x2s, and then stack them so I can put a nice one up there and then stack the bottom one, because I only really need 16 feet, or no, sorry, 14 feet, because those are 7-foot panels. So I'm not gonna put anything right there because that's just gonna have black fabric. So yeah, I really just need some uprights to go in the corners just to finish off the corners all nice. So that, and we finished the slab ish, sort of, kind of. All right, haunt on, right honey, haunt on?
Sure.
Sure.